That's Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's daughter, with, can you see that? With Priscilla Presley and Lisa Marie. They had a brief singing career in her own right. She really didn't even want it. I'll talk about that later. That happens later in this book. I just finished this book like 2 days, and so I rarely do this. Just finish it and do a video. I was really moved by this book. I really and I I'm not, who's a big Lisa Marie Presley fan? No one I know. I mean, that's. But I mean, she was good. I liked her. I remember her. But this book starts out, with Elvis and in Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. I've never been there. Have you? I've asked a few of my friends if they've been there, and no one so far. My father's been there. At the time when they lived there, it was a mansion. It was out like in a woodland area with no neighbors, and now it seems like just a big house. But at the time, it was big. I'd love to see it. Let's see. But she talks about all the pranks. She was like a problem child, smoking early. She became a drug addict for sure, and drank all her life, but drugs really got a hold of her. She died of a broken heart. Her son committed suicide, and I'm going to get to some strange details about that. Her daughter, what's interesting, and I listened to this audiobook, and I'm glad I did because there's Lisa Marie herself on tape, and that's how her daughter, Riley Keough, who's a successful, famous actress in her own right. She's really young with it, so I don't really know her, but she does a great job in filling in the gaps. It's 95% original Lisa Marie's writing, from her writings and her own voice. And so that was interesting. And then hearing it from her daughters, Elvis's granddaughters' point of view was really interesting. I admit, Julia Roberts reads parts of it too, and then Riley reads the other parts, and then Lisa Marie herself. I found myself getting confused a little, like Priscilla, Lisa Marie, because Priscilla, I'm not wishing her dead or anything, but in my mind, I just can't. I remember, and then the Michael Jackson. She was married to Michael Jackson, and they went through a lot of stuff. And she finally divorced Michael Jackson because he became a drug addict. That's all in here. Lisa Marie didn't think he was a pedophile, and I don't either. You might have your own opinion about that, but in my heart of hearts, I don't think he was. And I've done a wee bit of research on it. Not lately. When he died, I remember distinctly because I had gotten out of jail that night. And it was a weekend where 3 people died, of course, over the weekend. Farrah Fawcett, Fred McMahon, and Michael Jackson. So anyway, all that is in here. How Michael kind of wooed her, and then the divorce and break up. They consummated the marriage, put it that way. Didn't have any kids. Michael wanted kids, finally had them with another person. let's see, she was there when her father died, and that she has a lot of similarities to her father, his life and his demise as well. When you look at pictures of Lisa Marie growing up and that, she always looks sad, and depressed, and that she was always she's a daddy's girl. Didn't really like her mother all that well. Um, let's see, and she went to school. Was a good student. Got in trouble. Skipped school. Got high. Got in fights a lot. Um, she I'm trying to think of the people she hung out with as a kid. Oh, Scientology. Yeah, Priscilla, her mother, got into Scientology. I believe is still into Scientology. But Lisa Marie uh, was heavily into it too. And then I think she got out, but it wasn't a major part of the story. Uh, okay, now what's kind of weird. Her son, Ben, killed himself. He's one of those people who did it on the first try, just out of the blue, with no seeming build up, just like talking about, I'm feeling down, depressed, like a few days before, never mentioned anything about it before. So they were like out of the blue, and Lisa Marie, just took that and died of a broken heart. She really did. Some people can do that. Um, we've all heard of people doing that. Let's see. So the weird part, he shot himself in the head. All right, but get this, Lisa Marie. I'll tell you in a second. She was really spiritual and New Age ish, and I am too. But she believed in a lot of things. She kept the body on dry ice in California, where it's legal, and with the help of the funeral director, in her home for like 3 months. And one time she tells a story about a tattoo artist. Her son Ben had 2 tattoos, Lisa Marie and then Riley on his collarbone. And Riley and Lisa Marie got matching tattoos and this and that. She didn't have a picture. She said, well, no, I can show you what it is. And the tattoo artist wasn't fazed by it, but God, how sick. Could you imagine having a body in your house? I can't at all. How does it close out? It closes out in Lisa Marie's own words about if her autobiography can help anybody, that's all she wants. She was a really humble person, really didn't crave attention, Lisa Marie, and was always kind of shy about receiving it. Just a weird life, It makes me sad, the life she had. So, I wish I could say, let's put on some Lisa Marie albums, and she had a few, but, it's like, I can't name a song anyway. I don't want to bring everybody down because it's a good book. It's a quick read, very interesting. If you like Elvis, you're going to love this. If you like history of, music, you'll like it. She talks about the Memphis Mafia in here and everything. And so if you like Michael Jackson, you'll like it. What else? I just liked it. I like I said, I listened to it in 2 days, and that's pretty good. It's short. I think it's about like 7 hours, so pretty short. But hey, let me know if you liked anything I said. Like, subscribe, make a comment. I'll reply back to you. Take care, y'all.